Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa and I am the owner-operator of The Hardwood Forest. I make felt flowers and today I'm assuming you're here to make a flower with me. So let's get started. First off, we are making the Ranunculus today, one of my favorite flowers. If you need a flower kit, link to my shop below and you can get the kit with all of the materials to make this along with me. Let's get started. So in your kit, you can order it with materials for 1 flower, 3 flowers, or 9 flowers. If you want to make more, you can also buy felt sheets in my shop and templates. Then you can make as many as you want. But for the purpose of this video, this is the materials for 1 flower. So it'll come with 1 18-gauge wire, templates to cut your felt out. You have your green felt for your flower centers, your flower base, and 1 12 by 18 sheet of felt for your flower petals. Now you can also, when you're ordering the kit, choose whatever color you want for your flower, because these are for your home or gift or whatever, and I want you to love them and I want them to be in the colors that you love. But we're doing it in ivory today. Now, you can also purchase the kit already cut out. This helps save a lot of time and cutting. This one, it has a lot of petals, so sometimes if you're not super familiar with cutting or just need a little extra practice or just want everything to be perfect the first time, I also sell the kit already cut out. So you'll get about 30 larger circles and then some smaller circles for the middle. And then you'll also get the flower backing already cut out. So it definitely helps if you're just not so familiar with hand cutting things or don't have all the materials. You can definitely order it already cut out for yourself. You will also get a felt ball for your center. Next thing, let's talk about what tools you're gonna need. So that's what comes in your kit, but let's talk about what tools you will need from home to make all of these. So first things first, you're gonna want a pair of snips. This is for all of your fine detail cutting. A big shears. This helps do one continuous motion when you're cutting. The bigger the blade, you could just kind of keep going around those circles to just make a real smooth cut. You're gonna want needle nose pliers with a wire cutter, an awl. Now an awl is not necessarily a deal breaker, but it definitely helps. There's other ways that I'll show you along when we get to that step to poke holes in your felt. You're gonna want a glue gun. This is the Surebonder high temp detailed tip glue gun with plenty of glue sticks. I like having a cutting mat just to fine detail cut with a ruler and rotary blade. This helps keep everything just square and neat. If you're hand cutting at home, you're gonna wanna have an iron ready to go. All right, let's start going. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut out all of our pieces. This one's a little bit involved. It has a lot of petals, so it may take you some time. So for the purpose of this video, I'm only gonna show you like 3 pieces that we're gonna cut out. So in your kit, it'll come with these stencils. They are on freezer paper, so the shiny side, when you iron it down on the felt, will actually stick to your felt. That way you have perfect guidelines to cut without having to second guess anything. Plus it's stuck, it's secure, no pins, needles, nothing to hold it down, no shifting at all. It's super wonderful. All right, so let me get, actually, I will use this. So be sure to have a safe surface to iron on. Felt is great for it if you have an extra sheet of felt or an ironing surface. I like using felt sometimes because it's smaller and it's not like I have to get a big ironing board out or a big ironing pad. Conducts the heat beautifully. Love using felt. Get my iron heated up. So we're gonna we'll just do 1 here. And I'll set this down here. So I'm gonna line up my template on my felt. So I've cut these out smaller, but what you will get in your kit is a whole sheet. So really you can lay this down on your felt and iron this whole sheet on. If you want to make sure you're saving on felt, just throw it in the corner and then you'll have a little extra and spare. I will say though, on this one, when you're cutting out your circle, these 4 circles need to be green. So you will need to cut that out and iron them on your green strip. This all comes with an instruction sheet as well, so don't worry about it. But 4 circles are gonna be green, 30 large circles are gonna be in ivory. Then you're going to do another 12 smaller circles in ivory as well, or whatever your outside color is. So I'm putting my iron on the high cotton setting. I'm gonna line those back up again. Just gonna put that down. Get that really stuck on there. Do it again. And that's it. Okay, so I mean, if you see it, like, these are feel very secure. The thing I love about freezer paper is it's not messing up the felt at all underneath it. You can peel the template off and it's just comes off beautifully. Okay, so for the circle, I like to use my big shears. This allows me to go long, like one long cut around. The longer the cuts, the smoother they are. The shorter the cuts, the more jaggedy they can get. So I'm actually gonna make this smaller. Yeah, I don't like waste, so I like to eliminate as much waste as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and follow the line. And that's what I loved so much about these freezer paper templates, is that you literally have the perfect guide on how to cut your shape out without having to mark it or anything. So see, and then it just peels off so beautifully, and now you have a circle. Now for this shape, I like to use my snips, because anytime I'm coming to a sharp corner or sharp turn, I like to have more control. So let's do this one. And that's what I like about this, is when I go to this corner, I have so much control in that tiny little sharp area right there to make a really clean line. Just do this on 4 sides. So I like putting these on the base of all my flowers. This just kind of cleans up the bottom, because the bottom has a lot of petals glued on. And it also secures that bottom layer as well, so nothing's, you know, flying off or falling off. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going on here. Other side. And scissor control sometimes can take some practice, so don't be hard on yourself. Remember, you're making flowers, and in nature, all flowers are different and unique. So if you have any uniqueness in your petals, like, this is not a perfect circle, but that's okay, because what flower in nature is perfect? So we'll just peel that off, and now we have the base. Get rid of that. So you're gonna do the same thing and cut out all your petals. So the next step, we've got, these are a few petals I've got cut out. So the next step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab each petal, and we're actually going to make a little nip in them. So we're gonna cut out a little triangle. When we fold it over and make that cone shape, this just kind of takes out that bulk of the felt, so it's just less bulky. We're gonna save 2 ivory petals, and we're actually gonna cut these ones in half. I'm gonna cut it this way. So you need 4 half circles. You're gonna need 4 of those, which I will show you in a moment. And then we're gonna do the same thing on these. I like to double stack felt. It just makes me feel a little bit more efficient. I can go a little faster. I never do more than 2 sheets, because more than 2 sheets starts to get a little wonky. So if you want to do 1 sheet, that's fine. But again, we're just cutting out a little notched corner. All right, get rid of that. Now we're gonna glue these into the cone shape. So what we're trying to do, so I'll show you next what more petals we have here, but we're trying to make this little cone. Let's see, right there, right here. So we're gonna apply a little bit of glue on one of these edges and glue it to make a cone. So we're gonna add glue right along this edge here. You wanna try to not do a ton of glue. These are little pieces, so you wanna just be real delicate, which is where the fine tip glue gun comes in play. And you're just gonna pinch and hold that down. Take a little bit of, if you get a little glue on the outside, not a big deal. All of this is the base of the petal and it's gonna get covered up anyways. I just use my finger and brush it apart. I brush it away, but it's hot glue gun, so remember to be careful. And hot glue is obviously hot, so be careful with that. So we'll just keep going. This one got a little messy, but that's okay. This is the bottom of the petal. You always want to try to work as cleanly as possible, but it's okay on the bottom of the petal. It's all getting covered up. So we're gonna do the same thing with all of these petals. 30 petals in all for the big ones. You're gonna have 4 green ones, 4 half circles, and 6 of the cones here, of the ivory ones in the little. Do that. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. And just keep going. That just gives your flower just a little bit of shape. Well, that's the end of part 1. So follow along for the next steps in part 2. Also, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you do not miss any future videos and tutorials on walking through flowers. And below is links to my shop and links to my Amazon shop that has all of the tools that I used today. Then you can buy them off that, and it kind of helps my shop a little bit and helps make more videos.